From Cheater's surveillance cameras, you are about to view actual true stories filmed live, documenting the pain of a spouse or lover caused by infidelity. This program is both dedicated to the faithful and presented to the false-hearted to encourage their renewal of temperance and virtue. Coming up on this episode of Cheaters.
They're inside together. As soon as you walk in, they're to your left-hand side.
Oh.
Who is this?
You know that this man has a child with this woman?
Is that really how you feel? Have fun with that.
So you have nothing to do with this?
I don't have to do with this.
Reality television is brought to you by Cheaters Detective Agency's Private Eyes on Cheaters.
Please meet Kennethia Barnes, a housewife with troubled thoughts concerning her beloved husband. Needing to know the truth, Kennethia seeks answers from our seasoned professionals. I'm Clark Gable, and this is Cheaters.
Well, me and Kyle, we've been together for 3 years, and we have one child together. And pretty much since we've been together, everything has been perfect up until now. Just progressed to where he wants to stay out all night, he doesn't come home. He just changed all of a sudden. It's like he doesn't have time for me anymore. We haven't had sex in 3 months, so there's nothing really to say about it. We don't do anything. And I'm constantly asking, why don't you touch me? Is it me? What's going on? And he keeps saying everything is fine, or I'm just tired. I look up our phone bill and see who he's talked to, and I've seen conversations. You've been on the phone with one person for 10 minutes, 20 minutes at, certain times, but you're telling me you're at work, or you're telling me you're at the bar. And it just doesn't add up. He said he's never been cheated on, or he's never cheated on anyone. But from the things that he's doing, it makes it seem like he's planned it out, or he's done it before. So he knows exactly what he's doing. I don't know really what to do, but a part of me knows that if he is cheating on me, that it's not gonna be a good scene. It's not gonna be good at all, not for him. He's gonna have to sign over his rights. I don't have anything to do with him.
If you suspect infidelity in your relationship, Cheaters Detective Agency may be able to provide you assistance. Exercise your right to be informed. Investigative charges may apply. Kyle, age 33, an insurance salesman suspected of selling personal adjustments to another available female. Investigation Day 3. After being deployed, Cheaters operatives tracked the suspect to his place of employment. Several hours later, agents watch as the suspect, known only as Kyle, exits the building, presumably on his lunch hour. After crossing the parking lot, the suspect gets into an unknown vehicle. The sedan departs and is tailed by detectives to a cigar bar on the edge of town. Inside, Cheaters PIs catch a good look at the driver, an unknown female sitting next to suspect Kyle. The suspect and his companions spend quite a bit of time getting cozy while indulging their nicotine habit. Having their fill of smoke, they eventually drive back to the suspect's workplace. The vehicle stops at the entrance, and the couple embrace before the suspect exits. Kyle returns to work, and his companion drives away, ending this day of surveillance. Investigation Day 5. Cheaters detectives once again diligently stake out the suspect's workplace. Hours into the day, PIs spot the suspect as he exits the building. He gets into his car and leads detectives to a Mexican restaurant. There he meets the same woman from previous surveillance, identified only as Ebony. Kyle escorts Ebony inside. Ground agents capture the twosome huddled over a hot dish. Kyle rubs his date's back as they eat. She leans in close to lay her head on his shoulder, like a pair of doting lovebirds. Sometime later, Kyle escorts his date back to her car. They stand by the vehicle for a few moments, kissing each other goodbye. After a few minutes, Kyle gets Ebony into the car and sends her on her way. The suspect then drives back to work, completing this day of observation. Investigation Day 8. Outside the suspect's workplace, field operatives survey the scene and wait for the other shoe to drop. Cheaters PIs notice the suspect as he exits and heads off to lunch. Detectives are not surprised to find the suspect again meeting up with Ebony. He gently nudges his date toward the restaurant, where they find a seat on the patio. Nothing is more devious than the deceit Kyle displays to Kennethia as depicted in this recorded phone conversation.
Hello?
Hey, babe, what are you doing?
About to go have a couple cigars, probably have a couple drinks for sure.
Okay, when are you coming home? Because, I mean, you've been going out every night lately.
I mean, what that mean? I'm just going to relax after work. Like, you act like I don't come home.
Okay, but when you come home, it's late, so I've been waiting up 3, 4 o'clock in the morning for you to come home. Is there something wrong with me?
I mean, nah, ain't nothing wrong with you. You good. I'll be out. Like, I'll be tired of work all day. I be want to go out and chill for a minute, but I got you. But right now, I'm going to have a drink or two.
All right, love you.
All right, bye.
With confirmation of the suspect's deceptive practices, Cheaters prepares a dossier for Kennethia's review. Coming up, the confrontation.
With the suspect's secret dalliances now brought to light, Cheaters calls on Kennethia to apprise her of the results. Presented with the facts of her deteriorating relationship, Kennethia is eager to undertake her next course of action.
How are you doing today?
I'm fine, how are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. Well, we conducted our investigation. We did come up with some findings that are very interesting. Would you like to see that?
Yes.
All right. On this day of surveillance, we are outside of Kyle's workplace. Comes out of the front of the building, gets into an unknown vehicle, and drives off. We follow him to a cigar shop. He gets out of his car with another woman, and that's when we have this shot inside sitting next to that woman. Do you recognize her?
No.
He kisses her. She is smoking a cigar with him. They're sitting on the couch in the lounge. And a while later, they exit. He opens the door for her. She gets in her car. They drive off together. We follow them back to his workplace. That's when we see them embracing inside of her vehicle. He gets out and returns to work. On this day of investigation, we are outside of Kyle's workplace once again. We see him come outside, get in his vehicle. He drives for some time, arrives at a restaurant, gets out of his car, walks up to that unknown female's car, his hands on her hips as they walk into the restaurant. They sit out on the patio. He brings her out a meal.
Real nice.
Comes back outside, leans over her shoulder. He whispers something in her ear. That's when we get this close-up shot of him kissing her, his hands around her neck. And a while later, they exit. We get a continuous shot of them in the parking lot outside of her vehicle with the door open, kissing, talking. Looks like he then bends down, gives her a kiss goodbye, shuts the door, returns home to you for the evening.
I have no words for that. I can't deal with it. No.
What I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna give our detective a call and get a location on exactly where they are. Hey, Detective Gomez.
They're inside the house with cigars. She's pretty much laying on top of him. He's in there smoking a cigar. Pull around the back of the cigar factory, and I'll meet you back there.
All right, we'll see you soon.
Okay, bye.
Thanks.
Load out, load out. Everybody out, everybody out, everybody out. You got the iPad? Yep. Thank you.
Right, hold on, Kennethia, come over. I'm going to open the door and walk right into your left, okay? Hold on 1 second. Hurry, get it, hurry. On your left-hand side. Oh.
So what's really going on? What is this? No, what is this?
Yo.
Who is this?
Yo, hold back.
Did I not tell you the next time that I found out something that it was going to be over with? Really? What you mean, really? Who are you? Really?
I'm Clark with Cheaters. Can I talk to you? For your answers, I need to ask you a couple questions. Absolutely, I do. You know that this man has a child with this woman?
We need to talk. What is this? Your people? But I seen it on camera, so what is this? You ain't kissing on her? You not kissing on her? You not really kissing on her? So you not kissing on her? No, it's no baby, nothing.
I'm not saying you've done anything wrong. I just need to get your side of the story.
What's going on?
You need to talk now.
Okay, but y'all kissing and on what's going on. You want to talk here. So what is this?
So you have no idea of any of this?
What you mean? What's it gonna do? I'm tired.
That's all I need to know. You have no idea.
It needs to end today. So you kissing homegirls now? We kissing homegirls now?
You got me up for real.
Really? Guess what? You can go home with this.
So, man,
you can go home with that.
Can you give me a reason why you cheated on? I'm Clark with man. What do you mean? You know who we are?
Really?
This ain't nothing. Like y'all don't know what y'all talking about. Like,
We don't know what we're talking about. Do you want to see?
No. You ain't talking to him. You're not talking to him. You're talking to me.
Yeah.
That was bull. That was in here. That. So you're gonna mess up our family for that? You're gonna mess up that?
I just want to try to do this.
Really?
2 years old with this woman.
Really? And you're gonna sit up here and smoke this cigar?
Ain't nobody do it. So you need to really just.
So you sit up here and smoke this cigar in my face?
I don't control my cameraman. All you have to just do is answer a few questions. So you have nothing to do with this.
I don't have to do with this.
Nothing.
No.
Coming up next, the conclusion.
All right, they're inside together. As soon as you walk in, they're to your left-hand side.
Oh.
That. So you're gonna mess up our family for that? I don't have to do with this. Is that really how you feel?
There ain't even nothing going on.
Have fun with that.
So what did he say to you to actually get you to start dating him?
It doesn't matter.
It does matter, because I have to have your side of the story, because you've done nothing wrong.
Player, I need you to move back with the camera, bro.
I mean,
I need you to move back.
Come on, man. Come on.
This gentleman out here has played you like an instrument.
Nah, ain't nobody playing like a mother instrument, okay?
He has a child with this woman, and he's with you.
No.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
The child nothing to do with me.
What is that?
What they got going on ain't nothing to do with me.
We got footage.
You was supposed to be doing. You want to be happy.
I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm taking care of home. I'm taking care of home.
Obviously you're not.
If you was,
I'm not. If you was, it wouldn't be no problem.
Okay, why you got her keys? Why you got her keys if y'all just homegirl and homeboy? Why do you have her?
with me. She rode with me.
With you? No, she's finna walk home.
So is this not you?
She not riding with you.
That's not you?
That ain't you.
Yeah. What? I'm walking into a car. What is you saying?
what's
You
that?
kissing her with the car door open.
You don't see me kissing
Oh, that's your
nobody.
twin? You got a twin now?
You don't see me kissing nobody.
You got a
see me
twin
reaching
now?
the car. You see me look in the car.
Oh, you're real serious with this camera.
At the end of the day, if you was holding it down at home, we wouldn't be having this conversation.
You're not kissing
Oh, I'm not holding it down. I'm not holding it down. So you rather be with that?
You had to call
You rather be with that before anything?
You're kissing her
So
and
this is
cheating
what
on
you
your
want?
daughter, man.
Is that what you want?
Talking about.
That's irrelevant. Is that what you want?
So none of this is real?
You see my back. You see me giving her a hug.
A kiss.
What's that? What's that?
Homegirl, that's a friendly little kiss. What you mean?
Okay,
A
so the
friendly
next time you
little
see
kiss?
me kiss a homeboy, don't you say, matter of fact, we're done, okay? I ain't got time for that. Pack your because you damn sure ain't coming to
What about your daughter?
No.
I don't take care of my daughter?
You know what?
Thinking I don't take care of
No.
my daughter?
It's not
Guess
that.
what?
What
If you
about your
coming home at
daughter?
4 o'clock in the morning, how the hell is you taking care of her? She don't see you till the next day. Guess what? This is why it's bull. Because you've been somebody else. That's why it's bull.
Kyle.
Excuse me.
You know what? Kissing her. That wasn't just
For your
last kiss.
daughter's
That's
sake,
all I
though,
miss
for
you.
your
I'm gonna
daughter's
see you
sake,
later,
as you
kids.
two being her parents, why wouldn't you? Why would you do this?
Yeah, why would you do it? Why would you do
Spend time
it?
away from the bull. Spend time away from hearing this bull.
Take care of this another time. I got to go.
All right, hold on, I'm finna come. But I mean,
You finna go where?
I'm just trying to figure this out for you two.
You finna go where?
I still take care of home. I
You
handle
two started
my
a
rent
family.
paid, my rent
Hey.
paid, my kids on one for nothing. They got everything they need.
Look.
If she ain't have all that bull with it, she wasn't talking.
I gotta
about
figure this out. You two have a kid together.
My kid, wait. How about that?
It's not my.
How's it bull?
that bull.
The nagging and bull. But you got a child with me. So you go home and take this girl home. You finna take her home to her child, but you can't come home to yours.
You're gonna leave.
That's your
You're gonna
home
leave
girl.
your
That's
lady.
your home girl. No, that's how you feel. That's your home
Go home
girl.
and handle business
No,
with my girl. Like,
no, I'm not
come
your
on,
girl.
man.
I'm not
Come
your
on,
girl
man.
because you somebody else's
That's
man
what
now.
you guys
You
conceived
can
a
have what-
child
You know what?
together,
I'm
man.
You need to take her to her
No,
girl.
I don't want
Like,
you.
so you
I
can
don't
see
want
that
no,
this is my
no.
girl?
Because if I get in the car, I'm gonna slap out of somebody.
For
So that, what for? You kissing her? No, you won't. You'll be outside waiting on you.
Hello?
Bet you all of it's gonna be bleached up.
You got me up.
Excuse me. Hold on. Nah. Where you think you're going?
I just told you where I'm going.
No, you're not taking her home. 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 You're not taking her home.
No, we're not kidding you. Can you just wait 1 second?
I asked you, did you bring me out here? No,
I didn't bring you out here, so it's not my fault.
Step out of the situation.
Whoa.
This is not about you. This is about them two.
No, I gotta get
Can
this
you get her away,
situation. No,
please?
no.
She's loud.
What? No, it ain't no boo nothing. It ain't no boo nothing. It ain't gonna boo nothing. Do what you were told. Get in the mother car.
All right, thank you.
Listen,
Talk, please.
Now, no, what?
Yo,
No, you ain't unlock it. She can sit outside.
Can you unlock
So what
the
you
door?
gonna do?
Can I get the door unlocked?
Hello?
it's over. Listen
Really?
what I'm telling you.
Really?
Listen.
Really?
I love you. You know
No,
I
you
love
don't.
Yes,
No,
I
you
do.
don't.
You know I love you. I give you
No.
everything. You my everything.
So what
But
exactly
me coming
happened
home,
then,
me
man?
coming home to that bull nagging all the time. What you doing? Where you going? I don't want to hear that. So if I go out and I kick it with my homegirls on some being able to have a good time,
You better get her.
I can't have
You
a good
better
time
get
with
her.
you no more.
You better get her. You better get
Listen,
her.
man, even if you felt that way, why wouldn't you just tell her that in the first
She
place?
already know that. This ain't no new.
What happened to we're gonna talk about it
weeks.
later?
This ain't 2-3 weeks.
What happens to we gonna talk about it later?
Try to talk about it. As soon as you hear
'Cause hell,
something
I'm
you don't like,
asleep.
as soon as you hear something you don't like, this is what I get.
Yeah, you wake my sleep at 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning. Of course I'm gonna be asleep and have an attitude. You got an attitude right now. Don't matter. What, really? So,
I'm not even a psychiatrist, so I gotta be fake.
no. Well, apparently we need to get some type of suggested.
Yeah, we're
really?
gonna get it addressed, but not in front of these cameras. Like I
Just
said,
best
you can talk to me
believe,
when I get to the house.
best believe your finna be outside the mother house.
Who's gonna pay
I'm
your
done.
rent then? Who's gonna pay your rent?
It don't
Who's gonna pay
matter.
your rent?
I'll find somebody.
Alright,
I'll get one of your
alright,
homeboys
then.
to do it since you got a
Kyle, you guys have a daughter
homegirl.
together, man.
That's all right. I'll get one of your little homeboys to do it since you got this bitch in the car. Have fun with her.
All right, let's get out of here.
Following the confrontation, Kennethia wades through the agony of perfidy. Stay tuned as Cheaters reveals her plan. But now, Cheaters welcomes Annie, the complacent party from the Nicole Tennant case. Annie hopes to shed better light on the events surrounding her prior confrontation on Cheaters.
I was having a pretty nice time. It was okay. You know, like I say, actually it was just something to do. You know, I wasn't out looking for it, just something to do, pass the time away. And that's what I did. Then I turned around and seen all those people there. I was just like really shocked. Like, oh my God, where did all these people come from, you know?
What you in here doing? Huh? What you in here doing? What you in here doing? Are you serious?
Ma'am, this is your niece, Nicole.
What you doing with her? She keep her child. Are you serious? Are you serious?
No.
She keep her child. Are you serious?
Like a couple of days later, I went over into that same area and I seen one little guy at the store. And he was walking behind me in the store and he was telling his friend, that's the lady that was on Cheaters. I said, I wasn't on no Cheaters. He said, yes, you was. And he walked up and showed me his phone with my picture on there. Wow, it just blew me away. I was like, wow. You know, so I couldn't lie. I got cold busted.
That's what you want? I don't want him to leave you, so that's why I was telling you. You don't want him to leave me? It's already over. What? I done seen everything. What you say? Everything. What? You know what the y'all been doing? This ain't the beginning of this. What we been doing? Yeah. I let my mother have my what? Where I pay bills? I have put that in your house. So you was tricking? So you was what? You with her? She was tricking with you? Buying TVs? If I have put it up in there, hell, I'm working. You a mother them new confidence who the you think put them up in there? Because he was you on them. Is that what it was? And you too?
Because like I said, I only had one thing to say. Get you some business and leave me alone. While you're up in other folks' business, you need to try to clean up your own home. That's what that is.
The night of the confrontation, Kennethia Barnes spent several hours packing the suspect's belongings into boxes. After placing them on the curb, Kennethia says that despite how she feels, she knows that this is a new chapter in her life. She understands that she has a hard road ahead of her, but affirms her right to be treated with respect. According to the suspect, only one argument works: deny, deny, deny. Kyle continues to uphold his story that nothing happened between him and the companion. Although Kyle knows he's in the wrong, he still wants to remain friends with Kennethia. Aside from a few choice pejoratives, the suspect's companion, Ebony, had nothing of importance to say.
Now remember, if you don't get your programming from Goldstein's, why, we'll both lose money.